I was a slave until I died. Then I was reborn a god. My son sacrificed his life to save me. Now I kneel before no one. Today at the Rabbit's Den, from the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, here's an extensive look at the movie version of Black Adam with his cloak. Welcome back, everyone, to the Rabbit's Den. I'm your host, Marco, aka Rabbit, and today in the den, in lieu of the new movie, we have here Dwayne Johnson, aka The Rock, aka Black Adam. With Cloak, we have to add the little with Cloak in there. Now, mind you, I have not seen the movie yet, so this is a straightforward review of the action figure only. I don't know any of the storylines from the movie other than what was seen in the previews. I don't have any spoilers, so you guys don't have to worry about that. I'm not really familiar with Black Adam's story. All I know is he's part of the whole Shazam universe. He's the arch enemy of Shazam. I believe they share the same power and got their powers from the same wizard, also known as Shazam. Now, the main difference between Shazam and Black Adam is Shazam got his powers mostly from Greek gods, while Black Adam was blessed with the power of 6 Egyptian gods. Some of his powers are immortality, super strength, super speed, in which I read 500 times the speed of sound. He also has superhuman intellect, so he's very smart and can understand every language in the world. Now that's a power I want. And of course, he's also known for his lightning bolts, which practically he uses as his primary weapon. And from what I heard and read, he can also use it for time traveling. I'm not quite sure how that works. Now, the odd thing is, I also read that lightning is one of his weaknesses, which is kind of funny if you think about it. That makes Shazam definitely a formidable foe for Black Adam. But now let's get into this review. Now let's move him back a little bit, give us some room. He didn't really come with any accessories. He did come with the standard card, which have some bio in the back, and the standard DC stand with one peg for one leg. So that's that. As you can see on the figure, I did borrow one of another figure stand. He is very back heavy due to the cape. That cape is super heavy and super thick. So let's look at the figure itself. Let me take off the stand. Now, looking at the face sculpt, that is definitely Dwayne Johnson. McFarlane did an amazing job capturing his likeness. Definitely looks like the cloak is movable. There's definitely some give in there. You can move the head a little bit. See his face. The cape, as I said, it's solid. So it's heavy. Definitely needs a stand when you display him. The details, as I mentioned earlier, he got his powers from Egyptian gods, so the details on his cape is also Egyptian looking. Even his full suit looks like he's wrapped in like a mummy-like texture. And let me tell you, this figure has all the texture you can need. Now let's check his articulation. Now going back on the head, again, there's movement in there. You can go left and right. It looks like the hood itself is separate from the cape. So you can definitely move his head left and right. Looking up and looking down is definitely hindered by it. But yeah, definitely great looking head sculpt. Arms, he can do a full 90. Can't go pass up it because of the cape. You have forward, back, again hindered by the cape. You have bicep swivel and double joint elbow. Although it is kind of loose, so slightest movement could move it, but there's still some ratchet in there. Wrists, you can turn, swivel up and down, and he has this weird looking joint that protrudes out when you have his wrist up. So that's kind of odd and ugly looking. On his torso, he has upper torso twists, ball joint in there, ball joint at the waist. Definitely look left and right. He can move sideways, left and right. Going down on his legs. Definitely loving the details on his thighs here. On his hips, you can move forward, backwards. I don't know if you would call that thigh swivel, but you can definitely turn it. You can definitely turn it here. On the other side though, I noticed that there's extra plastic. So it kind of hinders the movement of the right foot. And then going down on the knees, double jointed knees. Do that. Beautiful shin guards. The paint on that. The dry brush. Loving that dry brush on that. And then going down on the ankles, we have up and down, left and right, and definitely a lot of rocker. And toe hinge. So that's it for his articulation. Now let's look at some of the details of this action figure. Like what I said, that head sculpt, it's undeniably The Rock. And I'm loving that. Now there is another version without the cloak. So if you want one without the cloak, you can definitely buy that one. I'll try to review that one as well, hopefully in the coming videos. Again, like the bodysuit itself looks like it's derived from, to make it look like an Egyptian mummy wrap. Definitely a lot of lines and styling from Egyptian gods. The gauntlet, super detailed. Loving every strap on it. And that knuckle guard. The dry brush itself, loving the gold on the dry brush. The belt, details on the belt. Love it, love it, love it. And again, going back to the shins, the shin guards with the gold dry brush again. Armor going all the way down to the shoes. or should I say boots. And then the lightning on his chest definitely breaks all the black on his costume. Now, the only thing I find kind of odd is this lightning bolt hanging, which I guess on display doesn't look bad, but I understand that it was needed to be cut for the articulation. So yeah, that is Black Adam with Cloak. So let's put him back on the stand, talk about him a little bit more. There you have it. Well, what do you guys think? Did you guys like this figure? Are you guys gonna watch the movie? I haven't really heard anything good or bad about it, but definitely catching it in the theaters or online. So again, tell me what you guys think. Comment on below if you guys are gonna grab this figure or any of the McFarlane wave as far as the movie's concerned. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and make sure you hit that bell notification to get notified of any future videos. For social medias, you can definitely check me out on Instagram at the Rabbit's Den Collectibles with underscores in each word. So again, in behalf of Black Adam here, this is Rabbit, and I'll see you next time at the Rabbit's Den. Peace.